Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to Mithun Technologies. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to install this JFrog Artifactory tool. So if you want to install this JFrog Artifactory tool in the Linux server, so here Linux means we are using that, we are going to use that Red Hat Enterprise Linux server. So we need to consider some prerequisites, right? So the hardware requirements, software requirements. So the hardware requirement is 4 GB RAM server we should have. Then if it is a software requirement, Java is the prerequisite software. So earlier versions, first we should install the Java, then we should install that JFrog Artifactory. But now with the latest version 7.x, along with that JFrog Artifactory software, Java software is coming. It is a bundle. So if you go and refer this website, JFrog Artifactory official website. Okay, so search with JFrog Artifactory documentation, you will get this URL. So, and there you will see that installation and configuration. There you can click on system requirements. So if you see here, it is going to support that Artifactory. So JFrog having multiple products, Artifactory, Insight, like mention many products are there. So we are going to install this one, JFrog Artifactory. So we are going to install in RHL 8.x. So it is going to support 7.x also. You can install JFrog Artifactory in 7.x also. Right. So here they have given that in matrix format, the product and what are the operating systems which is going to support and versions also. See here. And also if you see here that version 7.x and above, okay, 64-bit operating system, right? The architecture, and see here 4-core CPU. So if you want to get that 4-core CPU, see minimum we need to create one EC2 instance which is having that T2 medium instance type. So if you select the T2 medium instance type, you will get that 4 GB RAM. I think 2-core CPU we are going to get, right? So then if you see here RAM up to 20 GB, but 4 GB is minimum. Okay, so we should create a EC2 instance with the T2 medium instance type, right? Like that, if you see here supported operating systems, Oracle, MySQL, right, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, like this one, and they have explained that here which version, the compatibility, which operating system, which version of Artifactory, which version of database, like that they have. Like that, just scroll down. Okay, so you see somewhere they have mentioned here, yes, here Java based products like Artifactory, distribution, Insight, mission control must run with JDK 11. So if you want to install that JFrog Artifactory 7.x, you should install that JDK 11 plus version. The JDK is already bundled into that applications. So you don't want to install explicitly. By default, that Artifactory, JFrog Artifactory product comes with that JDK 11. If you are going to download that JFrog Artifactory 7.x version. Okay, so I have created one blog for how to install this JFrog Artifactory. So JFrog Artifactory having that two editions, JFrog Artifactory. So JFrog is a company name, Artifactory is a tool name. So which is having that OSS edition, open source software, and JFrog Artifactory Pro edition also is there. So if you want to use this Pro edition, you have to pay the money and purchase the license. Then only you can able to use. But OSS you can use freely without paying money. OSS means open source software. So in this video, I am going to show you how to install this OSS. Okay. So if you go through my blog, so this is a blog URL, mithuntechnologies-devops.blogspot.com. So there, if you see here, one label called as JFrog Artifactory. Okay, so here just scroll down. See here, JFrog Artifactory installation in Linux server. Okay, so first earlier versions you have to install the Java. That is the prerequisite. That's why I have documented here. Now you don't want to, because we are going to install that 7.x. So first what you have to do, create a one server with the 4 GB RAM. So for that one, first log in into that AWS admin console. So click on launch instances. So here select Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8.x. So here you have to select that T2 medium. Okay, so 2 CPUs, 4 GB RAM, right? Then next, so 10 GB is hard disk is enough. Next, click on configure security groups. See here, by default 22 port number is going to open. So your JFrog Artifactory is going to run with 8081 port. Okay, so you can enable this port now, or after creating the server also you can enable it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to enable all the ports. Okay, 0 to 65,535. Okay, but this is not the good practice. So if you want, you can enable one particular port number also. So if you want to enable one port number, so here custom, so there you can select that custom TCP role. Here you can give that 8081. Okay, so under source, here you can select that anywhere, right? So but if you want to enable all the ports, select here all TCP. See here 0 to 65,000 ports, 535, all the ports are going to enable, and under source you can select anywhere. Then click on review and launch. So already I have one PEM file is there. So select that choose an existing key pair. If you don't have, select that create a new key pair and you can download it and you can use that one. So right now it is there. What I will do, I will select that choose an existing key pair, and here I am going to select that DevOps MSS. Right. You can select this one, click on and launch instances. Right. So once if you create EC2 instance, okay, connect to that server. Okay, still it is not up and running, so you can wait. Yes, it's up and running. So give the name JFrog Artifactory. Save it. So click on connect. Copy this command. Open the terminal. Go to the folder where your PEM files are there, and you can select. You can copy this command. So what it is saying that cannot connect. So still it is not up and running. You have to wait some time. So once if your server is up and running fully, okay, then it is going to connect. So just refresh it. Select this server, click on connect. So copy this command. You can go here. You can now see your server is ready and say yes, we have successfully connected. So if you want, you can execute uname command and verify it. See, we have connected to the Linux server, which is Red Hat Enterprise Linux server. Switch to the root user. Okay, then download that software. See, go through this block. See, switch to the root user, go to the OPT directory, and install duplicate and tar command. So tar in this steps it is not required. Just you can install that duplicate, because for downloading that JFrog Artifactory, we are going to use the duplicate command, right? So I'm installing that tar and duplicate both. So once if you install this tar and duplicate, you can download that JFrog Artifactory software. So for that one, if you see here, use below URL to select that which version. See, if you click on this one, right click on this one, open link in new tab, which is going to use it for downloading that Pro AdSense, right? So, but if you want to download that OSS AdSense, right click and see here, open source AdSense. Right click on this one, open link in new tab. So it is going to take you to that official download page. See here, Linux, Windows, Mac. So here they are giving that various formats, tar format or RPM, right? Docker image. They are giving. So what you will do? Select that RPM. So they are going to give some commands. Copy these commands, right? So keep it here. See what they are doing here. This is first command. So in the first command, what they are doing? They are downloading this Artifactory OSS RPM package -o output. They are keeping into. So they are downloading as a RPM with this name. So after that, what they are doing? They are moving this particular file, whatever we have downloaded, into this particular directory. This is a repository where we can see that our all the M packages. This is M repository path. So then here they're using that sudo m update. So if you execute this command, it will take some time, 4 to 5 minutes, because it is going to update all your system packages. So in this video, I'm not going to execute because it will take 4 to 5 minutes. If you want, you can execute this command, then you can execute this command later. So, but it is not a mandatory now. So now I'm downloading. So first connect to that root user. So we have connected, we have switched to the root user. If you see here, we have switched to the root user. Then go to the OPT directory. Okay. So go to the OPT directory. Then download this package. See, right now it is not, nothing is there. Right now we are in the OPT directory. Just execute this command. So it is downloaded. See here, this is a package. RPM package has downloaded. Now what I'm doing, I'm moving into this particular file to that etc m directory. Now if you see, it is not there because we moved. Yeah, we are using the mv command. We are not copying. We are moving, right? Then you can execute this command. So if you execute this command, it may take time. So if you have time, you can go ahead and execute it. So, but in this video, I'm not executing. So directly you can execute this command. So it is going to install that JFrog Artifactory repository. So we have to use -y option so that it is not going to ask the confirmation. So I have manually typed y. So it is going to install this one. So after installing, it is going to create a one service. So say yes again, press that y. So it is going to install another package. Okay. So after installing, so it is going to create a one service called as JF this one Artifactory. Okay. So you have to enable this service Artifactory. So after installing this package, it is going to create a one service called as Artifactory. So why we need to enable this service? If you restart your Linux server, automatically your service also going to restart. If you don't enable, the service is not going to restart. The service is not going to start, right? So that's why we are going to enable this one. Then you have to start the service. Start this service using the systemctl command. Then check the status. Systemctl status service name. So I think it is installed. Yes, the installation is completed. Then enable that service. Okay. After that, start this service. So for starting, it may take some time, like a couple of seconds. Sometime it may take 1 minute also. You can wait. After that, you can check the status using the systemctl command. Right. So once if you see if your server is running, you need to access this JFrog Artifactory repository in your laptop. So it's this JFrog Artifactory is running. So if you want, you can check the status. You see, it is running. And if you see here, which is using that Java, right? So it is anyway inbuilt Java software is there along with your JFrog. So now you can go and access this JFrog Artifactory from your laptop. For that one, first you have to take that server IP address where you have installed that Linux server IP address. Select that server. Okay, so take this public IP address. Okay, so the URL will be like this one: http://IP address: 8081. So 8081 is the default port number for your JFrog Artifactory. So take this URL, go to that browser, right? Open new tab and you can access it. See, JFrog is opening. So this is a login page. By default, JFrog is providing that default credentials. What are the default credentials? So the default credentials, the username is admin, password is password only. These are the default credentials. Now you can go to here. So give that name admin, password is password only, and click on login. So once if you click on login, so it will take you to that the welcome page. Click on here, get started. So you have to change the password. Why? Because this is the default username password, right? Everyone knows. So as soon as you have installed, once if your first time login, you have to set the password. See, reset the admin password. Once you reset your admin password, you will able to proceed with onboarding. Means onboarding means you can able to log in successfully. So I'm going to give that new password. Okay. Right. So you have to give some good password so that it is going to allow you to proceed next. Right. Click on next. Okay. See here it is asking that set base URL. So don't give any URL. Click on skip, and here also don't configure any proxy details. Click on skip and click on finish. Right. So now you have successfully installed your Jenkins server, your JFrog Artifactory server. And if you see here, it's open source. It is showing that open source. And see here, open source license 7.27.10. This is the version which we have installed. So if you want to create a repositories, okay. So here, see, click on the skip. So this is a default page. See here, click on administration button. See here, two gear icons are there. Na? Click on this one. So guys, if you want to do any admin activities, you have to click on this one. And see here, repositories. Click on repositories. So here add repositories. Click on local. So here if you see that select that the recipe types. See here only some of the package types are going to enable, others are not enabling. If you see here RPM, right, cron, npm, these types are not enabled because we are using that open source OSS edition. If you use that pro edition, you are going to see all these types. Okay, so Maven, see if you use the Nexus, that time npm also going to be available, right? Nexus open source also, we can see this npm also we have created already, right? So use that whatever that package type, and then you can give that repository name here, select that here whatever you want, then give that repository description, then you can click on that see here handle releases and handle snapshots, both it is, then you can click on save and finish. So like that you can create that repositories and you can use it, right? So if you want to install that pro editions, follow this URL, follow this URL, right click on this one here. See they are giving that various versions here, and they are giving various operating systems also, right? So like this guys, you can install JFrog Artifactory tool, and you can access from your browser, and you can create the repositories, and you can configure with Maven. So whatever that operating system, whatever the tool, whatever the type repository you have created, and you can create with the respective technology, and you can publish that push that artifact into artifact repository. Okay, so if you have any questions regarding this video or any other questions related to DevOps, so follow my Facebook, and you can contact me, and you can go through my YouTube channel using this URL, and blog also. Blog contains that very good posts which are related to DevOps. And if you have any questions, you can contact to this particular number, or you can send a email notification. So if you see, I have one very good YouTube channel. So just open that YouTube and search with Mithun space technology space DevOps, and you will see here some videos. Very good videos are there. You can go through this one. Okay, so many people gave me that very good feedback on this video here. If you see one end to end, we have explained that all the tools integration. This one, see 87K videos are views are there. Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, Terraform, all the technologies we have implemented in the real-time environment, how we are going to follow. So those things we are covering here, and also like a very good videos, right? How to install that database, PostgreSQL database, how to integrate a PostgreSQL database with SonarQube server. All these things as per our DevOps professionals requirement we have created and we have uploaded. Please don't forget to click on this bell icon after subscribing. Okay. Thank you guys.